What if I told you that one of the biggest mysteries in music history still hasn't been solved? Tupac Shakur, one of the most influential rappers of all time, was officially pronounced dead in 1996. Yet decades later, rumors, theories, and even alleged sightings continue to suggest that he might still be alive. With new developments and fresh claims surfacing even today, the question remains, did Tupac really die that night in Las Vegas? Or is there more to the story than we've been told? Stay tuned as we break down the facts, explore the conspiracies, and take a deep dive into why so many people believe Tupac Shakur never truly left us the night of Tupac's shooting. Let's start with what we know. On September 7th, 1996, Tupac was in Las Vegas to attend the Mike Tyson vs. Bruce Seldon boxing match. After the fight, he and Suge Knight, the head of Death Row Records, were riding in a black BMW around 11:15 p.m. while stopped at a red light near the intersection of Flamingo Road and Koval Lane. A white Cadillac pulled up and opened fire. Tupac was hit 4 times, including 2 shots to the chest. He was rushed to University Medical Center, where doctors performed emergency surgery. For 6 days, he remained in critical condition before being pronounced dead on September 13, 1996, at the age of just 25. Officially, the cause of death was internal bleeding from gunshot wounds. That's the story the world has been told, but almost immediately, things didn't add up. Inconsistencies in the official report. The first cracks in the story came from inconsistencies. For example, Suge Knight, who was driving the car, was reportedly unharmed, despite being closest to the gunfire. Some claimed the number of bullets fired versus the damage on the car didn't match up. Others pointed out that there were no solid leads on the Cadillac or its occupants for years, even though the shooting happened on one of the busiest streets in Las Vegas, with witnesses all around. These inconsistencies sparked doubt. If Tupac really died that night, why did so many details feel unclear or suspicious? Theories of Tupac going into hiding. Almost immediately after his death, rumors spread that Tupac had faked it all. Some people believed he went into hiding to escape the pressures of fame, the violence surrounding Death Row Records, or conflicts with rivals like the Notorious Big. Fans pointed to Tupac's fascination with the Italian political thinker Machiavelli. While in prison, Tupac read Machiavelli's The Prince, a book about power and deception. Interestingly, he later adopted the alias Machiavelli, and one of Machiavelli's strategies was faking death to fool enemies. Tupac even released the album, The Don Illuminati, the 7-day theory under the name Machiavelli, just 2 months after his death, which fueled the idea that he was inspired to stage his own disappearance. Alleged sightings of Tupac. Over the years, supposed sightings of Tupac have been reported worldwide, from Cuba to South Africa, from nightclubs to photos that look like him. Fans have claimed to see the rapper alive. One of the most famous claims came from Suge Knight himself, who once suggested in an interview that Tupac might still be alive, saying, "Nobody's seen Tupac dead." A viral photo in the early 2000s showed a man in Cuba who looked strikingly similar to Tupac. Another video in 2018, supposedly recorded in South Africa, claimed to show Tupac rapping in front of a camera. While none of these have ever been confirmed, they've kept the fire of speculation alive. New developments in Tupac's case. Fast forward to recent years, and Tupac's murder case has seen new momentum. In September 2023, Las Vegas police arrested Dwayne "Kef D. Davis, a former gang member who admitted in interviews that he was in the Cadillac during the shooting. Authorities claim he helped orchestrate the attack. This arrest has been described as the biggest development in Tupac's case in nearly 3 decades. But interestingly, for many fans, this still doesn't answer all the questions. Why did it take so long to make an arrest, especially when Kef D openly spoke about his involvement years earlier? Some argue this delay adds more fuel to the theory that the truth about Tupac's fate has been hidden or manipulated. Symbolism in Tupac's music and lyrics. Tupac's lyrics have always been interpreted as prophetic. In songs like Life Goes On and Only God Can Judge Me, he raps about death, resurrection, and life after death. On his Machiavelli album, the artwork showed Tupac on a cross, further suggesting themes of rebirth. Fans believe these weren't coincidences, but coded messages that he planned his exit and might eventually return. For example, the 7-day theory has become central to the belief he faked his death. Tupac survived exactly 7 days after being shot, and fans connected this to the album title. Some claim that he promised to return after 7 years, though that date has long passed without confirmation. Still, his music continues to feel like part of a larger puzzle, the role of Suge Knight. Within the context of this narrative, Suge Knight has consistently been a contentious figure. Some people believe that he was involved in the process of setting Tupac up, while others claim that he assisted him in escaping. Throughout a number of interviews, Suge has dropped hints that Tupac might still be alive, but he has never completely denied or confirmed the rumors. Suge Knight has stated on several occasions that he never truly saw Tupac's body after the shooting. This is a fact that may be considered chilling. Fans have been given additional grounds to mistrust the official narrative as a result of this. Family silence and lack of closure. The members of Tupac's family, especially his mother Afeni Shakur, did not participate in the perpetuation of conspiracy ideas, but they also did not totally dispel them. His activism, his music, and his legacy were the primary topics of discussion. As a result of the absence of clear and unambiguous declarations from members of the family, many fans found themselves in a position where speculation might flourish. The impact of technology and social media. In recent years, technology has reignited interest in Tupac's survival theories. Deepfakes, AI voices, and digital manipulation have made it harder to separate fact from fiction. Videos claiming to show Tupac alive spread quickly online, gaining millions of views. Even holograms, like the famous 2012 Coachella performance, made some fans feel like he never really left. The line between entertainment and reality has blurred, which only adds to the ongoing mystery. Why people still believe Tupac is alive. At the core, belief in Tupac's survival comes down to hope and myth. Tupac wasn't just a rapper. He was a cultural icon, a voice for the oppressed, and a symbol of resistance. Losing him so young felt unfair, and believing he might still be alive offers comfort. It's also tied to how legends live on. Just like Elvis Presley or Marilyn Monroe, Tupac has become larger than life. For some fans, the idea of him secretly living somewhere, away from the chaos, feels more fitting than the tragedy of his death. So what's the truth? Officially, Tupac Shakur died on September 13, 1996 in Las Vegas. Yet for millions of fans, the inconsistencies, the symbolism, the alleged sightings, and now the slow progress in the murder case keep the possibility alive that we still don't know the full story. Maybe Tupac did die that night, leaving behind a legacy that feels eternal. Or maybe, just maybe, he found a way to escape. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into music mysteries,